what is up is right, and we appreciate the patience. Not only with everybody waiting for this to pop off here this morning, we were having some technical
Your
difficulties
audio is going in and out now.
getting linked up with Mak7teen, and we're gonna get right to that here in a quick little second. But we did it.
Connectivity or what?
The technology allowed us, so we appreciate it. If y'all are tapping into the We Outside Livecast for the first time, let me just give you a quick little rundown of who we are. And if you're opening the door for not the first time, let me give you a quick little reminder of who we are. We are the We Outside Livecast. We are here just for straight up, organic, authentic, real conversation with people who are artists, visionaries, creatives, just out there doing something in the world that needs to be talked about and just having a conversation about. And that's what we are. And our show is not scripted. The only thing that's scripted is the roundabout time of when we're going to pop out and say what's up to y'all and who we're going to have on as a special guest. And with that said, our special guest today, Discreet, not the first time that our brethren is opening that door with us. Mak7teen out of Sacramento opening that door for the second time with us here on the We Outside Livecast. And we appreciate it. Discreet. And any quick thoughts? Any thoughts you want to give before we turn it over to Mak7teen and let him introduce?
I'm looking forward to hearing what he says. I've been listening to his new project last couple of days, and I'm looking forward to some questions about
that. Bet. With that said, Mak7teen, we're gonna hand it over to you, bro. If you want to take the quick time to introduce yourself in your own words to the outsiders and let them know who you are and what you're about, bro.
Oh, damn. Is that the bird chirping with you, Mike?
No, I think we might have lost Mak7teen again. So while we're waiting for him to get on back, and if we end up needing to reschedule the full conversation, one of the big things that we're going to be talking about with Mak7teen today is, he just released his new project, as you were mentioning, Discreet.
Yeah.
Because we're definitely going to utilize this time, even if we can't have the conversation with him.
Exactly. I think we might have him back.
Yeah, he's lagging a little bit there, but until we know we can get him back definitively. His third part of the trilogy that he's put together, his musical journey, culminates with The Remedy, is what we're, certainly going to be talking about today. And we don't have any audio from him right now. It's a heck of a project. 8 tracks total. I got to listen to it very uninterrupted, right? Because sometimes we listen to music in the car, we listen to it in the studio, and wherever we get. And I got the privilege of listening to The Remedy while I was mowing my lawn, bro, and it was the most peaceful thing either. And I listened from start to finish, and it was dope. 8 tracks total. He's got a track, starts off number 1, Black Boots, featuring The Wise Man. He's got F Who Ain't Failing Me, featuring Mr. G. Hell Nah, featuring one of our other family members, Lil Six.
Yeah, fucking hell of a track.
And the message in that track, is just absolutely beautiful, and it's real, and it's raw. And it's talk about authenticity coming from a track. Mak7teen and Lil Six give it to us on this one.
You've got that sound as well. Do you know what I mean? You've got that Sacramento sound all throughout it. I just love it. It's so you just know that's some Sacramento boys. Do you know what I mean?
Can you hear me?
We might have some audio back from. Yeah, we can hear you, Mac. Can you hear us? Okay.
I hope you can hear us. That sound coming through is not nice. You getting the sound, Mike?
Yeah, now we lost him. So I think what we're going to end up doing, we're going to continue to talk about this project here for a little bit. We're going to kind of let this, just talk through this a little bit, and we'll just have to link up and get through the technical difficulties. And we'll link up with Mak7teen on the back end, and we'll get this rescheduled. But I want to finish going through this EP real quick, because this is what we're going to talk about, and I think this is a nice precursor.
And exactly, at least people know if they, we might not get Mac on today, but at least people are going to. Oh, right, he's got a new project out, has he?
Yeah,
let's go check it out. Might not have heard from him today, but.
And like you were saying, bro, it is heavy Sacramento. It is heavy Sacramento. You hear it, and we're gonna get into that briefly after we go through this project as well, from a conversation that we started last weekend on our hip hop history show. But number 3, I was saying, was Hell Nah featuring Little Six. Let Me Talk to You featuring Spittles. Yo, Spittles, is a female rapper out of Sacramento area, and yo, when I first heard her on this track, bro. The Queen, I don't know if you're gonna see this, but Spittles, you went nuts. You went nuts on this for real. Next track following that up, number
female
5.
rappers, man, their voices, like, I can't help but think of, like, I don't want to get into it, but let's say Explicit Thoughts, and yeah, she does that. Carry on.
And yeah, bro, and just the way he put this together. I mean, the very next track after that was Rebel with a Cause, and then Riders again with Little Six.
My favorite
out
track.
of Sacramento. Another track, Let Me Talk to You, featuring no, sorry, that was number 4. My bad. Where'd this go? Number 6, with Little Six, Riders, as I said. We got Hood Sliding, number 7. We got Tell Me, featuring Lady Red, number 8, rounding it out. So dope project altogether, and there's a lot of stuff coming out of Sacramento right now. We talked about it briefly, Discreet, last week. I want to have this conversation, and then I'm gonna let you go, because I know you're gonna pop out here in a little bit. But let's talk through this, man. Like,
no immediate rush, but yeah,
correct. But with Sacramento music, right? It's it. I mean, one thing that I appreciate about Sacramento music, Discreet, is we talk about all the time, and it comes up a lot.
Yes. One of the first rappers that I met online, very long time ago, like 2016, 17. I still talk to him to this day. He's from Sacramento, and he's so unique. D'Angelo, he used to go by the name of Meganova, but I'm not sure he does no more. But I know him as D'Angelo, and he is from Sacramento. But he's so unique.
But that's what I love about the Sacramento scene, because when we talk about it all the time on our shows, specifically when we discuss it on Hip Hop History, that Sacramento has a unique sound. When you hear Sacramento sound, you know it's Sacramento sound, and that's one thing that I appreciate gets carried over from that time frame. They never swayed from who they are and what their sound is.
Exactly.
And that's a dope thing that you can get from that. It's not just Mak7teen, it's not just Little Six. I mean, of course we know, anybody that's true in hip hop knows the X-Rateds of the world, the Brother Lynch Hungs, the Sebos of the world, who obviously just came out with a track that those 3 kings came together, a track by the name of Outside. 3 Kings, dope track. So excited to see what else they might have up their sleeve for us. But you got the Mr. G's of the world. This dude hit me up randomly that follows our live cast. And forgive me, I literally, this was like yesterday. He told me that we had to check out a dude by the name of Critical, out of Sacramento. So you got them going on. You got some Spittles, like we mentioned. You got Marvelous, another female rapper out of Sacramento. And the history, you got Sugar Free back in the day that came out of Sacramento. Looney Coleon, T Nutty. There's so many people out there, and a long list of Sacramento MCs that are very much doing their thing. You know what I mean? And it's dope to see, and that's why it's dope to get to speak with somebody from such a unique scene and that has such a unique sound like Mak7teen does. No different than when we were talking to Big Ounce yesterday. Who do you sound like? Well, I sound like myself. Well, again, that's the true form of artistry, not sounding like somebody else, right?
Too true.
What's your take on we've gotten to know Mak7teen? Obviously, this when we do get him on, this is not going to be the first time that he's opening the door. We've had Little Six on. Little Six is actually coming back on as well, July 20th. I spoke with him yesterday or the day before. July 20th, Little Six is coming back. You actually did a beat for Little Six, as well. Hold on one second. Let's I hold that thought discreet. I want to see if we can get Mak7teen on. All right, Matt, can you hear us okay? We are live. We're still talking. We're just trying to get you. We're trying to get you on here, but I don't got no audio from you. I'm not seeing any audio from you.
I reckon he can hear us both. I imagine it's just getting the audio across.
But while he's trying to get that audio discreet, you know, your take on Sacramento, especially getting to make a beat for Little Six, who obviously is a Sacramento artist.
Yeah, I mean, I think he could still be working on that one, but another person I think we need to get on is my dude D'Angelo. He did hit me up a while ago, and he's seen the live cast, and he wanted to come on, and I said, get on. So yeah, I have to get back on that because he's gone a bit quiet on me, but I'm gonna have to send you some. I think I did send you a video of his. He's so unique. He'll start rapping to opera. He's crazy, honestly. Right. It's just like he's so unique.
Yeah, we're gonna have to check him out. But yeah, Mac, we see you on camera. We see you on camera, Mac, but we don't got no audio. Your audio.
Can you hear me?
On. I can hear you now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You say something again, Mac?
No.
Ah, here we go. It's very laggy though, isn't it? Yeah. I can hear you.
You can hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear us?
It cut off.
Can you hear us?
No, I don't know.
No, I can't hear us.
Very lag.
Oh, yeah, shit.
It's both ways.
We're lagging.
Yeah, it's lagging both ways.
And just by putting your hands in your face, then I can tell. Yeah, it's not nice when you get in this. It fucks your brain up, bro.
Yeah.
It is a bit of a head fry.
Yeah.
When you're getting that lagging and you're trying to talk and that lagging is fucking horrible.
You know.
You can't concentrate. You can't concentrate.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see how
it's so hard to have a conversation like that.
Yeah.
It's so hard to have a conversation. Yeah. And we're lagging as well, are we, when we talk to you?
We'll have to reschedule you guys. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna.
We'll get this worked out, Matt. We'll get this worked out. See what's going on. But yeah, we'll get rescheduled. You and I will talk, man. Not a problem at all. We're gonna just talk a little bit more about your project. If you want to hop in the comments and speak to anything in specific, we're just talking about the Sacramento music scene in general right now. Feel free to join the conversation, but we'll get this conversation on for sure between us. We'll make it work.
Thanks for your efforts, though.
Yeah, man,
Matt.
for real. We appreciate that.
Thanks for trying, bro.
But yeah, discreet. I mean, one thing
that we talk man. About,
cool, bro.
No problem.
I think we must be coming over very late.
I can actually hear that.
I think he's just reacting to what we said. Yeah. It's so difficult, isn't it? It is so difficult to have a conversation like this.
But now we'll get the technology worked out between us and Mak7teen, and we will have him back out. Mac, we'll see what the schedules look like, because we could do this as soon as maybe Monday, Tuesday, something like that. So let's talk and we'll go from there.
But yeah, man.
But yeah, I want to run down his project again real quick, because that was we're gonna talk when we get him back on. We're gonna talk a whole lot of things. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, definitely.
But
I can't get anything.
It is. Yeah.
Just about figured that out. It went well, really, because when he said choppy, it chopped.
Kind of worked.
It did work.
We can maybe go get that back in the replay and utilize
it. That was funny. It's choppy.
Oh my god, too funny.
It's funny.
But now he's got, of course, he's got, as I mentioned, the Remedy right now, part 3 in his trilogy that he's got going on. Beautiful project. Like I said, I got the pleasure of listening to it from start to finish.
Full of energy as well.
man,
full of energy.
Black Boots featuring the Wise Man, number 1. Number 2, F Who Ain't Feeling Me featuring Mr. G. Number 3, Hell Nah, featuring one of our other family members, Lil Six. Number 4, Let Me Talk to You featuring Spittles, female rapper who was dope as hell. I was very excited to discover her. I want to get her on the show as well. So we got to make that happen. Number 5, Rebel with a Cause. Number 6, Riders, again another feature from Little Six on this project.
Best
number 7, Hood Sliding. That was, man. And number 8,
Riders is my favorite.
Lady Red. I got to be honest with you, bro. For me, this was one of these projects. I'm not saying it because Mak7teen's still with us on camera.
Yeah.
I don't know if he can or can't hear me. I ain't just saying.
Exactly.
For me, this is one of those projects that there was no skips, bro. Like it's
you
can't pick a favorite song. You can't pick a favorite song. At least I can't.
I did. We're all different.
I just can't, man. Well, you're right, and they're different, but it's just dope because I appreciate.
No, we're all different. I'm just saying.
Sorry, you're right. We're all different, and I appreciate, like you said, just the sound, the uniqueness that comes from it, right? Like,
but Riders. I love that track. I love it.
Yes, it goes. It goes.
Yeah.
One other thing I want to talk about discreet because
I didn't expect Lil Six to that be the type of track to hear Lil Six on. To be fair, that's something else that I really liked about it. So he's normally like it's all trap and you know what I mean,
and like horrorcore and type of stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's dope. I think that's the cool thing about doing features with other artists, right? Like, and especially like let's take for example. I think a prime example or analogy of what you just described is Tech9. Tech9. Look at the collabs that Tech9 has done. He's done collabs with everyone in every music genre. Most recently and notably, people like Echo, people like Falling in Reverse, crossing over to different music genres, which it helps grow your fan base. Like we talk about growing your fan base all the time and marketing. Like that's how you do it. You cross over to other genres.
This is why Snoop Dogg is the most famous rapper in the world. Because he would do a track with Katy Perry. Do you know what I mean?
Excuse me, his crossover ability. And I think that's really
that's why he's the most famous rapper in the world. Because Snoop will do a track with Bob the Builder if he's getting paid right.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a diss to Snoop either. That is just
not at all.
That is why he is so famous. Do you know what I mean?
The crossover star power of somebody. I mean, Snoop's been in WWE wrestling before, so yes,
exactly.
When you're a cultural icon, and that crosses over.
That is why he's so famous because he's willing to
the Olympics. He did the Olympics last year. Remember, we talked about that on one of our shows last year. Snoop doing the Olympics. So I just think it's really, I think it's just hella cool. Again, we went off on a tangent talking about.
It is a way to market yourself, get into other people's fan bases.
No, it is, and on that note, because we took a left and went off because we were talking about Little Six, featuring on Mak7teen's project, the Remedy, right, and talking about Sacramento music as a whole, and we start talking about features in general, and
but that's where features lead you.
That is where they lead you, and I just appreciate the uniqueness that Sacramento does offer. Hip hop music as a whole, honestly, because it is unique, and I appreciate uniqueness. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Exactly.
One other thing that I want to talk about before we leave today, because we are gonna get Mak7teen back on. It might not be today, probably won't be today, but maybe the next day or so. So make sure you're paying attention to our channels. We'll let you know when that's going to happen. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But one thing I wanted to talk about discreet before we got out, because, and this was influenced, the subject that I'm going to bring up right now was influenced by something I saw Mak7teen post in the last couple of days.
Yeah.
As far as actually, one thing I took a specific picture of that I would like to read, and I want to thank him for posting this. It's one of those things that needs to be read, bro.
Yeah.
Because this has to do with artistry, right? So he had posted, I want to emphasize the importance of artist development in delivering an exceptional show. To truly captivate your audience, Focus on crafting an engaging experience that showcases your talent and passion. Rehearse your performance until you feel confident and comfortable, and take your craft seriously to earn the respect of your audience. Ask yourself, would you pay to see an artist perform at the level you're currently at? If you're looking to leave a lasting impression, remember that it's within your power to achieve this goal without external help. By dedicating yourself to craft and striving to be your best self, you'll be amazed at the impact that you can have. The key is to take ownership of your growth and give your audience an unforgettable experience. Believe in yourself and your abilities, and you'll be unstoppable. Unstoppable. Hashtag the remedy. And that's so true, bro.
It is. It is.
That is so true, and I appreciate him sharing that, because the other thing that he shared, he's like, yo, why, as you as an artist, would you pay a promoter $200 to basically just go do a karaoke version of your song?
Yeah.
And that's a valid point.
It is. Like, you got to be careful how you spend your money.
There's truth to it. There's levels to it, like we were talking about with Big Ounce yesterday, right? And I appreciate Mak7teen just keeping it real, because, like, why? Like, why would you go and do a performance as an artist and pay $200 or pay anything if you're literally just going to go do a karaoke version of your song? You might as well just show up to karaoke and do a karaoke version of your song, where you don't got to pay anything to show up and do karaoke. All you got to do is put your name on the list.
Yeah.
You know, but also he makes a valid point. People that you want people as an artist, right, to buy your product. And in this instance, we are talking about the product being a live show.
Yeah.
Well, you got to make it a live show worthy of people spending $5, $10, $15, $25, $50 to come and see you in person. You can't, you know, there's maybe the very rare breeds that can just literally show up and do their thing and give somebody an unforgettable experience because it's literally in them. But not everybody's like that. No. So, you know, his point of developing yourself and practicing and rehearsing and getting your shit down is very valid.
Fucking right it is. Yeah. Everything he said in that post is just, it's like, it's almost like hard truths. Do you know what I mean?
Very much so. Like, Discreet, do you just literally make a beat and then just send it off? Or do you go through a couple rounds of rehearsing your beats or a couple different takes before you're like, this is good to ship off to Mike or Lil Six or Illness or Seti Beats or whoever?
Yeah, I always do. I make sure everything's how it should, you know, like, even the things that people who are listening don't even really notice that you have to do to make sure it sounds right. Like, the average listener who's not really paying that much attention won't notice. Say if you've got little clicking things going on in your track, right? There's ways of getting rid of that. But some listeners won't care. But then when you're putting it in, it's not there, so it's not noticed. But it's all the little details that you have to get right before you put a track out. Do you know what I mean? Amateur mistakes that I made at first, but I think every producer does that because that's how you learn. Do you know what I mean?
Well, no, I know exactly what you mean. It's just the same thing for me as an MC.
Yeah, of course.
Because there's always a growth process. But I think if you just know that, like, you know, the first rendition of something you do isn't going to be the final, then you got to keep it real with yourself and hard truths, like you said.
At first, I will just build a track and I won't mix it. I won't like get rid of the clicking. I just want to see, right, does this sound good? And then you fix everything. And do you know what I mean? And get it sound good.
No, so, I agree. So his points were very valid, and I wanted to share that, you know, because we're supposed to have him on today. We're going to get rescheduled with the technical difficulties that we're having today. But that was something that hit me the last couple of days that I've read over some social media feeds that he put out there, because it's valid, man, especially somebody that really puts, you know, themselves into the music. It's very valid coming and very relevant coming from him.
Definitely.
Because, man, that's stupid. Like, if you're not really working on your craft and honing your craft, then what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Like, if you're not trying to get better, or again, you know, the point being, if you're asking somebody to pay for your product that you're offering, it better be damn good worth what you're charging. The value's got to be there.
You can't do it half-assed. Do you know what I mean?
Man, for real. For real. But yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got for today. Discreet. I just want to mention a couple things because we are going to go ahead and get Mak7teen rescheduled. We'll figure out the difficulties. Stay on our social media feeds to know when we'll get that rescheduled. Big Ounce is up and on the YouTube channel.
Yes.
Yo's conversation
from
a couple weeks ago was really dope, man. Really dope.
Big
bro.
shout out Monster Yo. Yeah.
Big shout out to Monster Yo.
Person. Yeah.
Man, the connection that we made from Anxious Money to Monster Yo to Big Out yesterday, it's just really, really dope, and we're appreciative and we're grateful. And I'm grateful for you to Discreet, the alien. Any final thoughts that you got? We bounced today.
Not really. I think I just rambled on a little bit. I felt like I just rambled on a little bit.
All right, that's fair enough.
Now, I'm looking forward to getting Mac back on. Mak7teen.
And you know what I'm also looking forward to?
Who's that?
I'm looking forward to what you come up with to The Alien Has Landed. Houston, we got a problem. The Alien has landed. We got a problem, Houston. Mikey P. We are fusion. All right, so that's
we had a conversation before we went live today, didn't we? And I cracked you up.
Yeah, we did. So
and it started a song.
It started a song.
Created a track.
Yep, it's dope. You could create anything out of anywhere from nowhere. So
literally, things happen. Just like that's a track. Yeah.
Yep, Discreet said something, gave me literally a laugh, and then literally 30 seconds later, we had a song concept out of it, or at least the beginning of a song concept out of it. So there we go. You have you heard it here first. Discreet and Mikey P came up with their next single on the We Outside Livecast preparation show on June 8th, which is funny. Oh my God. You want to know what's funny, bro?
What's that?
We're going to leave it with this.
What?
Letter to the West came out a year ago today.
Yeah.
June 8th, a year ago today. So Letter to the West, happy anniversary to us, Discreet. Our first track that we ever dropped.
I'm going to tell you something, right? That feels longer.
It does.
It feels longer than that. That's mad.
And we just came up with a new song concept on the anniversary of that. So I guess that's the same as plug and segue for anybody watching or seeing this. Go to the YouTube channel for Mikey P, where you can see Letter to the West full video, dope video by Van Verhoeven, B-Normous Productions, another family member of ours here, produced by Discreet, my first single under the moniker Wonder Mike, who I have killed off. It's a hell of a video. Go check it out. Letter to the West featuring our other family member, Sasha Stone. See how it works. We build a family and we work together, people. That's what it's about, man. So we love y'all outsiders. We appreciate y'all tapping in, dealing with the technical difficulties that we're trying to have a solution to with Mak7teen, but we'll get that figured out. We appreciate him being available to us today. He does have his live cast from November, December out on the YouTube channel of ours right now, so go check that out also. But man, there's a lot out there while you're there. So great. We're gonna get at this again next week. We got next Sunday. We have our special guest, Go Crazy, out of that Sacramento area, doing some dope things by way of our other family member, Dooney, who is from Sacramento. Open that door to go crazy to have a conversation with us as well. So, man, it's a beautiful path that we are on, bro.
Always look forward to talking to Dooney.
Man, for sure. Discreet, you have a wonderful rest of your day, bro. I will get at you soon.
Thank you, bro.
My man, appreciate you, bro. Peace.